Hello. Hope everyone is doing good today. If you're in the north, we're snowed in here. So, Christmas, the holidays have officially been greeted here with like we got packed so much snow last night. So, if you are watching from the north here, you got it as well. So, but it's actually it's just beautiful, and I definitely I love the first few few snowstorms that come in here with just it blankets. Got a nice spot out here. We're kind of hidden in the bush in nature here, and this snow is so heavy on the trees today, and it's just kind of like a little winter wonderland out here. So the first few, and then I'm good. Like, I mean, I love all seasons, but come February, I'm ready to shoo it away. So, but it's quite beautiful today. All right, let's get into it. So day 25 here on Top 10 for 30. We've got 5 more days after this. And it's crazy, it's talk about just really taking the chance. I didn't know that I was going to do 30 days when I launched. I didn't know I was going to commit to that. I just got one of my downloads per se, and it said go 30 days, and call it Top 10 for 30. I'm like, what is that? But I trust my higher self. I trust the guidance that I get. And because I've put my energy into this field, into doing something that is quite unfamiliar, the energy is starting to go there. So my ideas, thoughts, my higher self taps in, and the energy is kind of just open up. And so that's kind of what I want to chat about with you today is, how to manifest your dreams. And I know with people that are looking to make pretty big changes in their life, especially around substance use. So looking at discontinuing completely, so completely abstaining or really reducing. And we got to replace what we have done. Many of us spend days, weeks, months, years consuming and attached to something. And when you notice and have come to the realization that it's actually causing harm and it's really taking you away from your passion and your purpose, you've got to look at doing new things. Okay, so how do you do that? And how can you do more of what you love and are passionate about? And I kind of want to, as we're mid-December here, so New Year's is coming up, the New Year's coming up. Start thinking about what you want to do for 2023 and what you want to do, okay? Not what other people think you should do. Check in with yourself and think about how you can do more of the things that you love and that you're passionate about, all right? Now, this is going to come with, this is a big thing, it's going to come with giving yourself permission to letting go of what is familiar. We are addicted to familiarity, all right? And we are attached to what is familiar. And so that's why if you really evaluate your life, and I know myself as well, yes, there's been a lot of change, but in terms of like what I'm really passionate about, what I really love to do, you got to you have to make some adjustments and letting go of what is familiar. And if you even think of patterns, so people get into relationships and they're with the same characteristics, the same patterns, different appearance than their old relationships or your jobs. And you're noticing that's the same pattern that's coming up with the same challenges, the same contrasts. It's because we are subconsciously really addicted to what is familiar. Give yourself permission to let go of what is familiar. If you are in a job, and I know I've discussed this across the board throughout the last 25 days here, if you're in a job that you are miserable in and you don't love it, let it go. Let it go. And once you make the option of putting your energy into an idea of letting go of something that is not a passion to you and that you don't love, ideas and opportunity is going to start coming into your field. That's how you manifest here. Okay. And do new things and open your heart up to, open it up to feedback. So when you do commit to your New Year's resolutions, maybe it's a relationship that you are done with, friendship. I mean, check it all out. Do that life inventory that I'm constantly speaking of. And recognizing that in order for you to shift to a place of passion, to shift to a place of love and joy, you are going to have to let go to that familiarity. And then once you start pushing yourself in that direction, actually making plans and doing your micro actions that lead into this desire, you're going to get feedback. You're going to check in with yourself to see, what works and what doesn't. I had, starting where I'm at right now and looking at Turnleaf, I had no clue about technology. I had no clue, about editing, and my microphone isn't the greatest here. My camera isn't 100%. I haven't invested in a lot at this point because I'm just starting out. I'm not sure what the next 6 months is going to look like. I know this is my passion and I know this is what I love, but I had to let go of my idea of what everybody else thought I should be doing, where I should be professionally. Who would have thought, eh? And I really had to just follow my intuition and my gut on this one. And I'm getting feedback, which is amazing. And you pivot where you need to, but start experimenting with it. When you start experimenting with it, then you will pivot where you need to pivot. Okay, I tried this didn't work. Try that, but don't give up. Don't give up. Okay. So looking at what is blocking you from manifesting anything, a lover, a new job, money, substance use, addiction across the board. What does that look like? And what are you saying to yourself about this? Okay. If you are in a mindset of lack, if you are in a mindset of I am not worthy, or you're blaming yourself, or you're projecting your resentment onto others, comparing yourself to others is a big one. If you are looking at somebody else's life and you are envying and you are jealous, that is blocking you. This energy is blocking you from the life of your dreams. And these are all mindsets. It's everything I just listed. There's all mindsets that are blocking you. And if I could think of one major thing, and I'm very guilty of this, very guilty of this. I blame my childhood for this, of course. I'm going to blame somebody, right? Project on something. But I'm aware of it, is I would say the number one thing that is stopping you from manifesting and accomplishing, sending out that good energy to the things that you want, is you are trying to control everything. You are trying to control the people around you. You're trying to control the outcomes. And I'm not talking about putting action forward. I'm talking the resistance piece of controlling something. So once you put that control down and surrender the control, because I catch myself doing this constantly, is saying, I don't need to fix that. I don't need to, and I catch myself, and I've asked my higher self, like, chime in when I'm doing it, because it's subconsciously, because of what my patterns were growing up and what I needed to do growing up. And we're all guilty for this. A lot of those protection pieces and beliefs that worked for us in the past, and responses that worked for us in the past, they don't work these days. I don't have to control everything. All right. Melissa, I don't have to control everything. And that comes from, if you really look, that's also my perception of others and their ability to handle their own shit. Okay. And I've got to give them space to fall. I've got to give them space to learn their own lessons and not trying to control everything. And so if I want something, if I've got a project that I need some money for, or if I've got a business idea or some content idea, I have a big vision of where I see Turnleaf going. However, if I'm in resistance of it and I'm trying to control it, it's not gonna feel very good, okay? And it's false beliefs around the manifestation, around what you want, okay? And it's everybody, and many people, and I know I was guilty of this as well, is I'm gonna wait to start it. I'm gonna wait until I have this. I'm going to wait until I take this course. I'm going to wait until I have this amount of money. I'm going to wait until the kids are this age. That alone is an extremely false belief that we get stuck in. And that is procrastination and justification is huge, huge, huge block for manifestation. Okay. And really checking in. So when a few years ago, and really doing some evaluation on myself, I really tapped in to say, what am I being called to do here? Asking that, what's my calling? What am I being called to do? Ask the questions. You'd be surprised what comes out. And once you get the idea, you ask the question, again, the opportunities and things just start falling within. Okay. A big one is, where are you putting your energy? It's going to trigger a couple of you. Your phone. How much time do you spend on your phone, looking at your phone? Okay, when you put in your energy into others and try to find yourself through others, that's where your energy is going. We're on our phone. Some people are on the phone. They're on TikTok. I mean, for hours a day. And absolutely, we have worked through our phones and such. But when you are doing research, when you are looking on other people's profiles, when you are looking at content, what are you getting from it? What does that energy feel like? Okay. Because what you're doing is, when you're on your phone, chances are you're putting all your energy onto somebody else. And you try to find yourself, watch yourself, what you're doing, or you try to find yourself through others. Okay, this is a big one. So a little bit of a challenge here for you today, this week. Okay, I know many of you are going to be going on holidays. Don't do more than 20 minutes. Try it out a day for a week and see what happens. What you're going to do actually is, some people, like I said, throughout the day can spend hours and hours of just unconscious scrolling, and hours go by and you're like, holy shit, it's lunch. And I've made 2 phone calls and sent out 1 email, or whatever what that looks like for you. But time literally just flies right by when you're focused on others and something else outside of yourself. So 20 minutes a day, look at your phone, spend 20 minutes a day, whether that's having to do emails or maybe watching a turn leaf video. But watch what you're watching. And if you're not evolving, if the content that you are watching is not helping you with your desired goals, and you're not evolving and it's not aligned with your purpose, put it away. 20 minutes a day for a week and see what happens to your energy. When you spend the remaining time focusing on what naturally inspires you and what's naturally around you, be in nature, me with the nature piece, really grounding yourself in nature, being out with live trees and the fresh air and the vitamin D from the sun. And I just can't express that more. But what you're going to do instead of being on your phones, you're going to start putting, and you really look at, okay, these are the things that I'm going to detach from that are familiar. Once you close that door and you experiment with that, because this is what it is. You've got to let go of what's familiar. You will not change by doing the same things. You will not. It's not going to happen. So putting down the phone, only looking at it for 20 minutes, set yourself a timer for a week. Just try it out. Amuse me. Try it out and see what happens. See what happens to your mood. See what happens to your mindset. And then see what ideas come in for you, okay? Because then you're going to be naturally inspired. You're not going to look for answers about yourself through your phone, okay? We're very attached to our phones, and even just physically putting that aside and only doing the 20 minutes and spending your time naturally doing other things. You're going to be uncomfortable, but it's uncomfortable, right? Try it out, okay? So that is, once I know that there was a lot there, but if I can leave you with anything here today, I created a 6-core method within my programming and how to manifest in all areas here. And it really does come down to unblocking what is keeping you stuck in this familiarity and resistance and lack and this mindset of trying to get what you want. And it's not even the trying thing. I said that wrong. It's being in flow of it, but then recognizing where you are blocked. Where is your energy going? Because where energy goes, energy flows. So if you are focused on the very things that you are not passionate about, but you're familiar with them, you're going to continue to get more of that. Like the bad boyfriends and girlfriends that we keep on getting and we keep on bringing into our lives that don't work for us. Okay. So I'll leave you with that today. And I hope you give it a try. Take something from it and really look at what your mindset is and what things you are attached to, because we are very much addicted to that familiarity, which is attachment in the world that I work in. We call it attachment. So sit with that today, and I do send you all the love, all the light, and we'll chat again tomorrow. Bye for now.